Hi guys, well it's time for another movie review, and today I saw The World's End. This is the third movie in the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy, or Three Flavours Cornetto trilogy, and I had a lot of great expectations for this movie as I loved the first two, especially Shaun of the Dead, which I felt had the perfect balance of comedy, drama, characterization and horror. Even though it was a comedy, it still took those moments of horror quite seriously, and it just felt, as I said, like a perfect balance. Hot Fuzz, not so much of an engaging storyline as Shaun of the Dead, but still very, very funny and great characterization. The World's End, don't get me wrong, it's got plenty of great comedy in it. I loved that. I thought it was fantastic. I do like how they sort of twisted things as well with Simon Pegg's character. He is now the man-child of the group, and Nick Frost is the level-headed character. Kind of a role reversal, as obviously in Shaun of the Dead especially, Nick Frost is a complete slacker, if you will, and now it's more or less Simon Pegg's character, and he's trying to rope everybody into doing a pub crawl that they all did when they were teenagers. He wants to take them back to this place called Newton Haven, and he wants to do this pub crawl from pub to pub and drink as many pints as they can. They failed to do it when they were teenagers, and this has been his one desire all his life for the last 20 odd years, and while other people have just grown up and got great jobs, Simon Pegg's character is like, all he cares about is still being a teenager. He still listens to the same music. He still wears the same clothes, and he still acts exactly the same way. And it's kind of funny to see the way he acts, because I think all of us had had a friend that kind of acted that way, and maybe not acted that way up until his late 30s, 40s. But sometimes they could act up that way, up to probably the late 20s, maybe even into the 30s. And it's kind of funny to see that happening. As I say, there's a lot of banter. There's a lot of funny comedy going on. A lot of clashing of personalities. A lot of soul searching about what's happened to them in the past, and how they're dealing with it now in the present. And I did enjoy that. There is good characterization in there. I did though feel that I didn't quite connect with these characters as fondly as I have done in the first two films. Also, I felt the storyline, it did go into a lot of action scenes, probably a bit too many for me, and they were fun to watch, and it was pretty cool, some of the stuff that was going on in the action scenes, but it just felt a little bit of an overkill with these sort of fight scenes that were going on. I mean, I did like the storyline. I mean, with this sort of play on the invasion of the body snatchers feel to the film, but I also found like this storyline not as engaging as Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz. So while as I said, I really enjoyed the comedy aspect of the film, it just doesn't really have the heart and soul of Shaun of the Dead, or even, I would say, it doesn't really have the characters that are really as interesting as the first two films, but still a really good fun comedy, and I still enjoyed it, and I'm going to give it 3.5 stars out of 5. And I'll probably be doing a Pacific Rim review tomorrow. It'll be more of a retrospective review, as I know a lot of you have already seen it, but I'd like to just go over that film and discuss probably my reasons for why it may have failed, but I will also give my reasons of why I think it's a fantastic sci-fi film, and definitely worth catching on cinema if you haven't seen it already. Anyway, that's enough from me today, and I'll catch you later, guys.